Welcome. Today we look at the top 10 best and most in demand at the same time high paying skills to learn in future. The World Economic Forum predicts that 44%, nearly half of the core job skills that are available today will change in future, will change by next year. So if you are still relying on old tactics, on old skills and skill set and old knowledge, you are already left behind. And why this happening? This is happening because technology is advancing faster as compared to how education is uh, adjusting. So while education is more or less stagnant, technology is taking over. So in 2026 and beyond, it's not about coding versus creativity. It's not about app development. It's about something more dangerous, something more powerful, and more valuable. This is about hybrid fluency. People who can think, decide, communicate, sell, analyze, and lead while directing artificial intelligence and working with it as a partner, not competing with it. So today in this video, I'm breaking down the top 10 best and most in demand high paying skills to learn in future in 2026 and beyond. And I've grouped this into four main categories, namely best technical skills, human skills, corporate skills, corporate and business skills, and finally personal power skills. These skills are backed by 2026 hiring patterns, the global job market shifts and demand, and what companies are actually paying for. And stay till the end because I'll also be sharing three black swan skills that people normally ignore. Yet those who master these particular skills will be quietly dominate the job market. And so before we begin, what are black swan skills? The names sound strange, but a black swan skill is a skill that suddenly becomes in demand. It's rare, but its demand suddenly explodes. It separates top earners from anyone else, and it usually looks unimportant just before that particular shift. Look at, for example, artificial intelligence. 5 years ago, it was there, but it hadn't exploded. But people who have mastered AI right now are the people who are making decisions. Digital marketing was once a black swan skill. Remote collaboration was once a black swan skill. So black swan skills are skills that initially they look unimportant, but when the shift happens, they become very, very important. So by the end of this video, you will understand which skills are stable and which ones can change your income trajectory very fast. Let's go to the first category, and these ones are technical skills. So the best technical skills, best technical and AI skills. When you talk about technical skills, we are talking, these are hard skills. Technical are hard skills, functional ability that allows you to work with systems, tools, data, and technology as technology evolves. So in future, technical skills are no longer about being a specialist, they're about being fluent enough to work alongside artificial intelligence systems without being replaced by them. So your ability to work with AI, your ability to work with ChatGPT, your ability to work with the cloud, your ability to work with the Gemini, all those I've just mentioned a few. Ability to work with those tools effectively and efficiently at the same time. So skill number one under technical skills is AI augmented flow. Also can also call it prompt engineering. Now, what is it about? This skill is about working with AI as a teammate, with AI as a member of your team, not just asking it questions, not just using it as a research tool. So in future, AI is not a tool that you open and ask questions. It's a coworker that's embedded into your daily workflow. This skill includes things like structuring problems for artificial intelligence, using logic chains and reasoning prompts, automating repetitive tasks and workflow using artificial intelligence. Now, this skill is important because companies are no longer hiring AI experts. Companies are currently hiring people who can do 5 times, 10 times the work that is being done using artificial intelligence. If AI can replace 5 writers, if AI can replace 10 writers, if AI can replace an editor, the people who can do AI to give the company an advantage to do 5 times more or 10 times more are the people who companies will be looking for in future. So this skill is essential in future and beyond, in 2026 and beyond, because two people may have the same job title, yes, but the one who knows how to direct artificial intelligence will outperform, out earn, and outlast any other person who have got the same job title. Skill number two, under technical skills, is data storytelling and visualization. This skill is about turning raw data into decisions. And I'm not talking about charts, neither am I talking about dashboards, and I'm not talking about decisions. This skill combines data analysis, structured problem solving, and storytelling for non technical people. Now, this skill is important because currently we don't have data shortage. We have got enough data. We have got a lot of data. We have got shortage in the meaning of data. When I give you a set of data, are you able to analyze that data and communicate the feedback? So companies pay premium for people who can say, this is what this data means. Here are the risks. Here is the move, and this is what we should not do. So in 2026 and beyond, AI will generate insights. Yes, will give you data, but humans will decide which insight actually matter. What set of data helps the company forward? What helps of data helps to reduce risks? So this is why the ability to understand data and break down the implication of data will be very, very important. Skill number three under technical skills is cybersecurity and data privacy. Every employee, in future, every employee will be a security gatekeeper. And why this so? This is because AI scams, deep fakes, and phishing attacks are all over. The more AI develops and becomes better, so the more cybersecurity issues also arise. So cybersecurity is no longer an IT problem, it's a people's problem. And so cybersecurity and data privacy is about spotting manipulation, protecting digital identity, and understanding basic data privacy and compliance. So this skill is important because one careless mistake online, one simple mistake online can cost a company millions, can cost a company billion. So as AI makes attacks smarter, companies will reward people who can reduce the risk and not create them at the same time. So those are the three best skills under technical skills. Let's go to category number two, and these ones are the human skills. As the name suggests, human skills are the ability that govern how we relate, decide, and lead other people. How do you relate with the coworker? How do you relate with your supervisor? How do you relate with your manager? How do you relate with your founder? How do you relate with your customer or client? So these skills are rooted in judgment, ability to judge well, in emotion, ethics, reasoning, and areas where AI can assist but can never replace human responsibility. The first skill under human skills is emotional intelligence, EQ, and empathy. So, what is this skill about? EQ is about reading people and not data. Yes, AI can generate responses, but it cannot feel tension, it cannot feel fear, it cannot feel trust, cannot feel hesitation, cannot feel empathy. So, this skill includes effectively managing conflicts in hybrid teams, people working online and others working in physical offices. It also includes active listening in negotiations and building psychological safety. In environments where we have got automation, in environments where we have got artificial intelligence, human connection becomes very, very important. So, this skill is important because core skills like leadership, they require emotional your ability to manage leaders, sales, influence, negotiation. All this skill will belong to those who understand emotions, not who understand algorithms. Skill number two under human skills is the uh, skill we refer to as critical thinking or ethical judgment. This skill is about deciding what should be done, what should not be done, and how it should be done. Or so, as far as AI, yes, will give answers, but at the end of the day, humans must judge the context, the consequences, and the ethics of a particular action. So, this skill is about detecting bias in AI outputs, reasoning through the gray areas or the gray decisions, and making calls under uncertainty. So, wrong decisions are now faster and cheaper to make. Companies will need people, companies will need humans who can slow things a little bit down and just have discussions before damage is done. Skill number three under human skill is adaptability and learning agility. What is this about? This skill is about learning and learning and relearning very fast. Learning new things and learning the old things or relearning things that you did not know prior. So the half life currently, the half life of a skill is under 3 years. This means that skills become obsolete. Skills becomes the value of skills grows out of use in a period of under 3 years. So these skills include rapid upskilling, letting go of outdated methods, and recovering after automation shocks. So it's paramount for you to understand that your current expertise may expire in 2 years or in 3 years or even less. So this skill is essential because those who adapt to learning, those who are able to adapt to new skills, they will not get replaced. They will just be repositioned into a new position because of the ability to learn a new skill, because of the ability to relearn or unlearn the old skills. So we go to the category number three. These are the best corporate and business skills. We live in marketplaces, and so business skills are very essential. So corporate and business skills are about organizations, how organizations actually operate, how businesses grow, and how they make money. These skills will allow you to move beyond execution and into decision making strategy, and leadership positions and leadership roles. The first skill under business skills is business and operations thinking. This is the brain behind how companies actually function. not theory but execution. It includes things like understanding workflows, how how work is performed from one function to the other, understanding cost, efficiency, and bottlenecks, and translating strategy into real action. Most professionals know their jobs, they know how to do ABCD, but very few understand the business behind those functions, the business behind those jobs. So, are you able to understand the business behind your job? If you are a manager, if you are a secretary, if you are an accountant, do you understand the business behind your particular job? So those who understand operations become indispensable, and those who don't will be replaced. Skill number two under human skills, under business skills, is high ticket sales and influence. So this skill is about moving people into action, making people to decide, making people to purchase or make an essential decision. Every business exists because it has to sell, and people, at the end of the day, people have to buy. And so selling, making people to buy, goes beyond manipulation. It is trust based persuasion, your ability to persuade someone, your ability to communicate value to someone so that they're able to make a purchase. So this skill includes psychology of decision making, personal branding, relationship driven selling. Being able to sell as a result of making growing a relationship between you and the person who has to buy. So at the end of the day, AI will not close deals. People will do. At the end of the day, AI will not convince someone, will not give persuade someone. A person will have to do it. So this is why this skill is very important. So it's essential because revenue skills are evergreen. And if you can sell, you'll never beg for work. There's a saying that says people who can sell and sell well, they can never sleep hungry. Sorry. Skill number three under business skills is financial modeling and business literacy. This skill is about understanding money flow, not just profit. It includes aspects like forecasting, scenario planning, and evaluating decisions financially. Most people work in businesses that they don't understand the finances behind. So this skill is about understanding the money behind the business, understanding money modeling, understanding why decisions are made, the financial implications behind those particular decisions. So those who can model outcomes will get trusted with the decisions and will be paid accordingly. The last skill under business and corporate is cross cultural and global collaboration. What is this skill about? Your ability to work across borders, ability to work across cultures, and ability to work across time zones. If you're in Africa, your ability to work with someone in Canada, in in Asia, someone in Middle East. So the talent pool is now global. The internet has made the world a global village. People work with people from all over the world. So this skill includes cultural intelligence, ability to understand other cultures, remote etiquette, using translation and collaboration tools effectively. Your competition and opportunity, all of them have gone global. So those who collaborate globally will access better roles, will get better pay, and will be able to have an advantage, or what we call leverage. So the last category, I mentioned it at the beginning, is the Black Swan skills. These skills that become valuable suddenly. So And remember, I said this that these skills will explode suddenly. So the first skill under Black Swan is personal AI agent training, building custom AI systems that automate your specific job. Your ability to, and if you are keen, you've seen most of people doing this at the moment. They are building AI agents that can automate uh, emails, can automate newsletters, can automate replies, can act as chatbot. So building these systems will place you in positions that make you irreplaceable. Another skill under Black Swan is attention management. Your ability to focus deeply while others are drawn in distraction. We live the average concentration span of a human mind has dropped. People can no longer pay enough attention. People can't focus. So the few who are able to focus well, the few who are able to focus inside a distracted world will be the people who who will have an advantage over others. And then the last one under Black Swan is knowledge monetization. The ability to turn skills into digital products, turn skills into consulting, or turn skills into intellectual property are the next group of people who will be irreplaceable, because at the end of the day you can have the skills, but if someone is able to turn that skill into money, people who can able to monetize those skills are the people who will be in charge, because currently we live in a knowledge economy. People have got a lot of knowledge, people have got a lot of information. So someone who is able to turn that information into monetary terms, to monetize that information, will people who would be very essential. So as we conclude, the future 20 to 26 and the future is not about being replaced by artificial intelligence. It's about being replaced by someone who knows how to use it better and who know how to use it 10 times better. So what should you do? Pick one skill from the list that you have shared. Spend 20, 30 minutes or 1 hour a day on it. That's how careers quietly compound. That's how you you learn, you stack skills. Looking for that term. So stack 2 or 3 skills in a particular niche and become irreplaceable in those particular skills. So which skill are you starting to learn, or what skill are you learning at the moment? Let us know in the comments, and let us keep